Welcome to the newest installment of the project that never ends. Well, let's take a look here. You can see what I got going. So the engine's sitting in there, hanging in there. I'm doing a mock-up on the engine mounts. If you can see, I've got a little block underneath. I'm gonna have to lift it up just a little bit. That's okay, I've got plenty of room because I did lift the cab, but you can see the oil pan is just clearing the cross member back there by about 1/2 inch. So that's about the right height. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stack some big flat washers or just get some flat bar, 1/2 inch or something, and build that up on the frame rail there. What I did with these engine mounts to get them to be pushed back a little farther so that they would hit down here is I put the left on the right and the right on the left, because they're not exactly symmetrical with here to the center of the mount. It's actually offset. So if I were to put them on the correct side, it would actually push these farther this way, and that would be kind of hanging off in no man's land, the bottom part. So I flip-flopped them, and it actually pushes that back a little farther onto there. So that's gonna work out okay. Let's climb up here. Let me show you. You go to this side here. So there's not a lot of space behind the engine, but let's see if I can get in there. There's enough. That's about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, I guess, back there, and I think that's going to be okay. I think the angle of the engine is pretty close to how it's going to be, but there's a little wiggle room up and down with how I have it blocked up here. The front pulley there, my fingers go through there. There's a good inch in between there, so we're okay there. Plus I've got this big thing that I could maybe put a different one on at some point that doesn't have all those pulleys, maybe just 2 on there. But for now, it's okay. So yeah, looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to, hopefully I can get the flywheel and the clutch put on with the engine out, and then I'll have to set it in, bolt these in, and the bell housing is gonna have to go on from underneath. I'm not gonna be able to get the clearance between here and here with the bell housing on, I don't think, unless I maybe grab it from the front hook and tilt it down, like they do with a lot of them they do with the transmission on. So I don't know. This is a really short front end though, so maybe I can put the bell housing on and then teeter it in there. But we'll see. I'm hoping to have this buttoned up here by the weekend and the engine in there, bolted in, rear cross member. The cross member support actually is under the bell housing on these, not like towards the back of the transmission like on newer ones. So hopefully I can get that in, the bell housing support put in and bolted in, and the engine will be in there and secure. That'll be a really big one to check off the list. So we'll keep cruising on it here, cruising, and I mean cruising very slow, probably about at the same speed this truck will drive down the highway. Very slow. So yeah, but we'll hopefully have a video coming again within the next week that will show the engine in there, bolted in, and maybe we'll see how the radiator fits. I've got some new exhaust manifolds to put on that have the rear, or it doesn't dump straight down, it kind of dumps towards the back a little bit. I think it'll help a little bit in here, but yeah, that's it.